Hello, hope you are doing fine wherever you are. And today you are ready to learn something new about Capsim competition, round one. And this video is going to cover two things. That's making Capsim competition round. This is Capsim foundation, but still Capsim competition, as well as doing the situation analysis for this Capsim competition, as well as Capsim foundation competition. So the key difference between Capsim Foundation and the other Capsim competition is because Foundation only has two market segment, though that is low tech and high tech. Therefore, before we go and start making Capsim Foundation round one, let's first start by doing our situation analysis because it's very important. It's going to show you what exactly Capsim is expecting you to do for each Capsim round. Because here we have some key information about R&D, marketing, how capacity cost is calculated, etc. So let's just delve in and check before we proceed to start making decision. Before that, kindly consider subscribing to our channel so that next time we have any video about Capsim Foundation, that include Capsim Foundation round 2, round 3, up to maybe round 7, Capsim is going to let you know. This is one of the video that we are going to make under this series. Therefore, when you subscribe, YouTube is going to let you know. So the remaining videos is going to be under our membership program. Therefore, kindly also consider joining our membership program so that you can access all of this video. They are going to be quite helpful for you because they are going to take you through a guide, a Capsim guide that shows you exactly what you need to do for each round for you to be successful. Another advantage is because you're going to be able to chat with us and we are going to guide you specifically on what you need to do from the first round to the last one. All right, now that you have already subscribed to our channel and maybe you have joined our membership program, let's begin. We start with the situation analysis. And here, let's go to next. This video here, you can watch this video shows you how the market is drift. You can see here we only have low tech and high tech. Therefore, the market drift diagonally but downward. You can see for high tech is drifting quite faster compared to low tech. Therefore, while revising your performance and size for low tech market segment, you are going to be quite considerate. But when you're doing for high tech, you are going to make it quite faster because the market is also moving very fast. Now let's go to the next one. And here we see it says the ideal spot in the segment circles. So where should you try to position your product in the segment circles? As a basic rule, the ideal spot will help guide you. The ideal spot represent the position with the highest point of demand for each consumer base or segment. The ideal spot is made up by the product performance and speed. As perceptual map drifts down and to the right each year, the ideal spot will change as customer demand sensor will decrease size and increase performance. Decrease size, that means smaller, and increase performance, that means the sensor should perform faster. And then let's see, although it will seems that the ideal spot will be in the center of the circle, the positioning actually varies due to the customer focus of each segment. For example, in high-end segment, the ideal spot is at the leading edge of the segment because those customers want the best possible product. All right, and here this information also shows us how to calculate the ideal spot. And let's just read the last part. Now focus on the offset row in the segment center by round table to see how much the ideal spot is offset from the center of the segment. And we see that the high-tech ideal spot is offset by positive 1.4 for the performance and negative 1.4 for the size. And here, I actually don't mind the roster. It usually makes such a noise whenever I try to make a new video. but that I hope it doesn't bother you. And now let's continue. Use the segment center in the above to calculate the ideal new spot for the segment. Once you have successfully entered the correct ideal spot for round 0 and 1 open fields, the rest of the table will fill automatically. If you have entered any answer incorrectly, a line should appear through your answer and pop bubble will appear. Okay, so here you can see for performance, let's say this is round 0, so you take 4.8 and then you add we have this is for low tech here. You take 4.8, you add 0.0, this is the offset. You can see here the offset, and then that's why they have here 4.8 and 15.2 minus 0, we have 15.2. The same for round 1, that is for low tech. You can see it has been calculated. For high tech, the value entered were incorrect, so we have 15.2. When we add 1.4, that will be 16.8. So let's change 16.8, and then sorry, that's not correct. So it will be 6, then add 1.4, that will be 7.4. So, and then 14 minus 1.4, that will be 6, that will be 12.6. Okay, for round 1, 6.7, when you add 1.4, that will be 1, 8.1, this is correct. And then 13.3 minus 1.4, and that will be it will be 9, so it will be 11.9. Okay, so now it's correct. You can see it has recalculated everything for us. Now let's go to our next section. So here we need to calculate the demand and then the rate. So we need to access, where is it? Let's go and access here to give us fast track for round 1. So total demand, you go to low tech market segment, you can see total. For low tech, we can see the total demand in round 0 was 50/40, and the market growth rate was 10%. That's the reason why when we take 10% and then we take 10%, we add to 100 and then divide by 100, we multiply by 50/40, we get 55/44. That is the total demand of the market in round 1 for the low tech. And when you do that, that is our correct value. You can see everything else is recalculated for you. When we go to high tech, in round 0, the total market demand was 2160, and the market is expected to grow at a rate of 20%. So when we take 20, 100 added to 100, and then divide by 100, we multiply by 2160, we get 2592. You can see the value is correct, and that's why the system has calculated everything else for us. Now, when we go to capacity analysis, here we need to calculate first shift capacity, industry capacity, first and second shift capacity for both the company and the industry, automation level, cost to double capacity, and cost to raise automation to 10.0. And we are doing this for only available product, which is low tech cable. And you can see from the report, the first shift capacity is 800, and then 800 multiplied by 6, because the total number of company in the industry are 6. We get for the industry, they are the total will be 4,800. And first shift and second shift capacity for both the company and the industry. For the company, we take 800 multiplied by 2, we get 1,600. And for the industry, we take 4,800 multiplied by 2, and that's how we got 9,600. Automation level, from the report, you can see it's 3. And the cost to double capacity, you have been given the formula above. So when you enter this value from the formula above, you get 14,400 for the cost to double capacity. And then cost to raise automation, still the formula is given. When you enter this value, you get 22,400. The value is correct. Now let's go to the next section. The next section is margin analysis. Here they say being able to calculate a healthy margin analysis will help the research and development department understand how to change the cost of material, and the production department understand how to change the cost of labor. So here again, we have been given the values, that is the report. So we need to calculate the current margin for the product table. You can see the price is 34, and then material cost from the report is 16.17. Labor cost is 10.11. Second shift, yes or no? You can see the plant utilization is more than 100%, and that's why we have second shift as yes. Contribution margin, this you take the price less material cost and less labor cost, you get 7.72. Contribution margin percentage, that is 7.72 divided by 34 multiplied by 100, you get 22.7%. And now let's go to minimum material cost, and that is margin potential. And for margin prices, we can see the price for low tech is 35, and that is the maximum price you calculate based on the formula that's given above. And then for high tech is 45. Minimum material cost using the formula given there, you get is 5.7, and that is for low tech. And then for high tech, you get 9.1. Minimum labor cost, the formula is also given for low tech. When you enter those values, you get 1.12, and for high tech, you get 5.6. Contribution margin, you take maximum price less minimum costs, and that's going to get you 28.18 for low tech and 30.3, that is for high tech. Contribution margin percentage for high tech, we get 67.3, that is, you take 30.3 divided by 45 multiplied by 100, you get 67.3. And for low tech, you take 28.18 divided by 35 multiplied by 100, you get 80.5%. That's it for margin potential. Now we can go to let's go to consumer report, and this we need to rank different factors determining demand, that is include price, reliability, age, positioning, awareness, accessibility, and we rank. We only have two products, that is high tech and low tech. Therefore, let's just enter the values and we rank them. For example, the price, if it's on the higher side, you give a C. If it's on the lower side, you give an A. Reliability, if it's on the higher side, you give it an A. If it's on the lower side, you give it a C. So that's how it works. So let us continue. We'll start with the low tech. The bottom segment analysis report, you'll find your product current price and MTBF. Based on where your price and reliability fall within that range, you will assign grade. For example, if the list price of your product is 31, while accepted range is 15 to 35, then it will fall in the top range and a C grade. So let's start with the low tech price. Let's go here. Price was stable, price was 34, and then the price range is 15 to 35, that is a C. And then low tech reliability, they say here reliability A 18 to 20, B 16 to 18, C 14 to 16. So what is the reliability for able? 21, and the maximum is 20. So that is an A. Now high tech price Let's scroll down. Able price was 34. Price range was between 25 and 45. So 34 seems to be in the middle. Let's give it a B. And then reliability was 21,000. Here reliability was between 17 and 23, 17, 18, and then 20. So let's try it with the B. Okay. Okay, that's it. Then we are done with situation analysis. In case you have any question, also kindly consider commenting below and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. We have also provided our WhatsApp link on the video description. You can reach us via WhatsApp if you have a personalized message that you need an answer for it. We have also provided the email on the video description too, which you can use it to reach out to us too. Okay, now just a bonus thing that we are going to do. As earlier we had said that we'll only be handling situation analysis and Capsim Foundation round one decision, but let's just delve a little bit under strategy. Let's just find a strategy. Let's say Capsim strategy, because it is very important for you to understand a strategy, because that will give you a clear roadmap of what you need to do, and it will really help you to avoid making some mistake, because you can confuse between different strategy and that will really affect your ability to make a good decision. Okay, here let's start. Here we have there are actually in Capsim website they have listed 6 strategy. We have a cost leader with a product life cycle focus. We have differentiation with a product life cycle focus. We have broad cost leader. We have broad differentiation, niche cost leader, and then niche differentiation. So all differentiation product usually they focus on high tech market segment, especially when we have only these two market segments, that is low tech and high tech. And low cost will mostly focus on the low tech side, because they really want to cut down cost and maximize their sales by selling at competitive prices. But let's just get a clue of what this strategy, all of them have to offer. Specifically, let's go to R&D. You'll see here they are saying we'll introduce new product. This is for cost leader with a product lifecycle focus. We'll introduce new product. Okay, let's start with research and development. They are saying we will introduce a new high-end product every 2 years and retire our low-end product when it become obsolete. Fall outside of low-end segment circle. Will gradually phase out our performance and size segment product, AFT and Agape. Will ultimately have steady stream of products line up along high-end, traditional, and low-end segment. So in this case, we do not have a performance and size market segment. Therefore, there will be no phasing out of this product. Rather, we'll just concentrate in high tech and low tech. That means introducing newer product in high tech and retiring those that are falling out of low tech market segment circle, and move the older high tech product in to low tech product, phasing out low tech product, and that's to be the way you'll be doing your decision going forward. And then let's check the same thing with let's see here, differentiation with product life cycle. So for differentiation with product life cycle, let's see the R&D, how will they be handling it. We'll reposition our size and performance segment product to the traditional segment. We will allow present traditional segment product to become low-end segment product as the segment reach. We'll eventually introduce a newer product to the high segment and will ultimately have two products, each in the high, traditional, and low end segment. Our goal is to offer customer products that match their ideal criteria for positioning, edge, and reliability. There will be no moving product from performance and size segment into tradition because we do not have those two segments. So the focus here will be only on low tech and high tech market segment. So another difference between this strategy and the first one we discussed, that is cost leader with product life cycle, also come in the marketing. Here you can see the Baldwin team will spend aggressively in promotion and sales in our target segment. When you check the first one, you see here they'll spend more directly. Okay, now let's go to broad cost leader strategy. And here they're saying we'll keep our existing product line, maintain a presence in every segment, and work to keep product up to date in each segment despite high automation levels. So the goal here with broad cost leader is to make sure that you have very high automation for all your products, and that will give you cost advantage because it's going to cut down your labor cost as much as possible. And then marketing, the Chester team will spend modestly on promoting and selling products in our industry. Our prices will be lowest than average. After we establish our cost leadership position, we will revisit our situation to explore options to improve awareness and accessibility. Okay, and now let's check the broad cost leader strategy. And here they're saying we'll keep our existing product line, maintaining a presence in every segment. Our goal is to offer customer products that match their ideal criteria for positioning, edge, and reliability. In marketing, we can see the Digby team will spend aggressively in promotion and sales in all segments. We want every customer to know about our superb design, and we want to make our product easy for customer to find. We'll price at a premium. So unlike the broad cost leader strategy, here we spend aggressively in marketing, and also we can see we maintaining product in all market segments, revising them to make sure they meet ideal customer buying criteria. And then niche cost leader, this means unlike the broad cost leader, here we'll be focusing on limited number of segments. Maybe you can say you just want to offer your product in, and let's just check what they say. So here they say we'll concentrate our existing product into the low end and traditional segment. So here they'll not be focusing on all market segment, they'll be going for traditional low end. And then when we go to niche differentiation, they are saying they'll concentrate their product where, let's see R&D. So here they say we'll keep our existing technology product, fast form and fuel, phase out fast and fit, and introduce new technology, new products in high-end performance and size. Our goal is to offer technology-oriented customer products that match the ideal criteria for positioning, edge, and reliability. So for Ninja differentiation, they'll keep three market segments, that is performance, size, and high-end. Okay, that's it. For us, we usually go for broad differentiation, but in the case of Capsim Foundation, we only have two market segment, and I will maintain product in both market segment. Currently, when we start, we'll see we only have one product, but as we move from this round to the next one, we'll start introducing new product in this all in high tech market segment, so that we'll keep presence in both market segment. Uh, that can be categorized as broad differentiation, but somehow it also look like an differentiation. But the fact that we only have two market segments and we are maintaining product in both market segments, it can either be both of those two strategies. Um, and now let's go to dashboard and we start making decision. Okay, now this is our Capsim Foundation Round 1, also Capsim Competition Foundation Round 1 because it's for competition. It means you are competing with other teams. And we can start here. You can see we have only one product, which is Able. And Able is placed in the intersection between low tech and high tech market segment. And therefore, it has an ability to sell in both market segments. So before we do anything, let's go here and see how we can position this product to get the best result from both market segment. And we can see for high tech, the characteristic is customers are expecting reliability of between 17,000 and 23,000. Currently, the product has 21. That is quite okay because we are almost attaining the maximum required. And then for low tech, they are requiring between 14,000 and 20,000. Therefore, maintaining 21 is just good because it's just a little more than what your customer expect, but they'll still be happy because they'll be getting a better performing product. And then here we see another thing, age of 3 years is required for low tech, and that is very important to 29% of the market. And then here still for high tech, age of 00 is attracting 29% of the market. Therefore, we need to have a trade-off between the ages because now we only have one product to ensure that we satisfy the age need for both the customer, that are the customer in high tech and as well as customer in low tech. And then we have the prices. How are we going to price our product so that we do not hurt low tech customer, but also we get the benefit of charging higher price for high tech customer. Therefore, those are the things that we need to watch while making these decisions, especially for now. For R&D, we are going to concentrate mostly on checking our performance and age to ensure that at least we are meeting the needs of both market segment until we have our own product for high tech market segment. Therefore, here let's add by 7.2, and that is we have increased by what was it before? It was able was 6.4, and then we have 7.2, so that is we have increased by 8. Here let's have 12.8. We are maintaining the same reliability. Okay, and now let's introduce a new product. We can call it by any name that you want. Let's say Able 1. That will just work fine. Or will that be confusing? Let's get a new name without that suffix of able. So any name starting with an A. What's the common name? Common name with an A. Okay, let's just say an X. And then let's give it a performance of 9 and size of 11. Let's try 9 and 11 and give it the maximum reliability 23,000. Remember, we have selected that we are going to be broad differentiators or an niche differentiator, and that means we have to offer customer the best available. And here we can see annex, it will be out by 8th of September 2025. That is next year because now we can see it's 2024. And now let's see. Okay, let's make some little adjustments here. Let's have and then 10.9. September 19. And that's okay. In case you have any question with regard to Capsim Foundation Round 1 R&D, kindly let us know and we'll try to answer you as soon as possible. For marketing, let's see, where can we get some advantage? You can see most of us, or actually all of us, are having the same form of budget, same sales budget, same customer awareness, and same customer accessibility. We are also having the same December customer survey of 18. Now the price is 34. We are targeting both the market segment, so let's increase our price a little bit. Let's have 35, and then for promo, let's have 2,000. The reason we are having 2,000 is here. You can see they are saying your first million increases awareness by 22. the second one increases by 23, and the third million only 5%. So 5% is just very little, and that's why we are not increasing by more than 2 million. Okay, for sales budget, they are saying uh, they are saying a 1 million sales budget combined across all products in the segment at 7%, 2 million at 22%, 3 million at 32%. Therefore, if you increase the number of products that you're having in a given market segment, your ability to gain higher accessibility faster also increases. And that's why it's always advisable that you keep on introducing new product, and so that at the end, or maybe when you move from one round to the next one, maybe by round four, you'll be having a product, at least two products in each market segment. And that's why here also we are spending only, let's have 23 just to give us an advantage, but having 2000 is also just okay. And here let's just go with our benchmark. Let's say 1400, and then now that's all we have to do under marketing. Unless you have any question, let's go to production and HR. So under production and HR, usually when you go to production schedule, make sure you produce a little more than what you have projected while taking note of the inventory on hand. If you have a very huge inventory at hand, make sure you take that out from what you are going to schedule for your production. So, but here you can see only we are having 87, and our projection is 1,400. So let's produce a little more. Let's be aggressive and say to produce 1,550, so that in case there will be surplus demand, I will have some unit that will cover for that. And then here we are not producing anything for annex because the product is not ready for production, and also we do not have capacity for it. We need to buy it now. You can see we are limited on our quota that we have been given to spend on production, so we need to be careful and plan for it accordingly. Let's say we'll give here 200 and here 3. Let's see what we get. So 36. The balance let's use to increase the automation for able, because you see, as we move from one round to the next, we are going to retire able to only sell in low tech, and in low tech for us to make a profit because their customer really want products to be cheaper. Therefore, for us to make any profits in low tech, we must always have a very high automation level, and that will really help us to cut down level. Let us recalculate and see. We are having 6.8 out of 6.9. Let's try 4.1. That is quite a lot. We have surpassed our quota. So 4.0 for automation from 3.0 is just okay. And for automation level for a new product, we have 3.0, and capacity 200. We are going to update the capacity next round because now 200 is just okay because the product is new, it's not known in the market. Therefore, we do not expect to have that huge demand for it. And that's why we are having only 200 for it. But I will update as we move to the next round. So, do you have any question for production and HR? In case you have, kindly comment below or shoot us a WhatsApp message. You can also send us an email and we try to be fast in responding. Now, let's go to finance. So, usually do finance decision last because uh, you need to know what you have spent money on and actually the total budget before you can acquire finances. If you do finance first, it's going to be quite misleading, and maybe you may be required to do it again as you complete other departments' decision. And then another thing, before you do your finance decision, usually check the balance scorecard Main things that we're going to check there is days of working capital. You can see here we are having 4.425 as well as leverage. So we are good the way we are. But again, let's go to ratios and see days of working capital. We are having 28, and usually in balance scorecard they require between 30 and 90. Let's see, you can see here, and maximum point is scored when you have full credit between 30 and 90 days. Therefore, decision that you're going to make sure that it's going to increase your days of working capital. And two things usually that increase days of working capital, that is increasing long-term debt as well as issuing stock. When you issue short-term debt, is going to lower your days of working capital. Now, let's issue 2480. That is long-term debt. Our stock price now is still good. Let's take advantage of it. But as we move to the next rounds, usually avoid issuing stock because it is going to dilute your equity, and that will really make it difficult for you to maximize your stock prices. Again, just let's avoid any risk of incurring emergency loan. Let's also issue some short-term debt of amounting to 2,000. So um, check now the cash positions, especially this one, December 31st, 2024, which is the current Capsim year. And we can see here now we are having about 5590. That is quite a huge figure, and it's going to cover us or to hedge us against incurring any emergency. Now let's check the balance scorecard. And you can see we are only scoring 47.5 out of 82. This is the first round, and don't worry about maximizing your points because now we are building this company. And after maybe round one or round two, you start seeing the progress, and you're going to get almost every point that is available here. Capsim is a game of sacrifice. I usually say it's a game of taking and giving. You cannot only be taking and not giving anything. Therefore, in first round, for us, we usually sacrifice the points that we are going to get. We are not seeking maximum points here. Rather, what we are looking for is for us to improve our ability to maximize our profits. And that's why you can see we have introduced a new product. We are also updating automation so that we can cut down labor costs and maximize our profits. And that's it. Unless you have any question, uh, kindly let us know. Again, kindly remember to subscribe to our channel, and also remember to sign up for our membership program so that you can get all around video and guide about Capsim competition foundation, and that will really help you on how you can maximize your points while making this decision. Also, there are some people who will not like to follow through. They will really need to get assistance. Kindly also reach to us via the WhatsApp link we are provided on the video description. We also have our email there. You can find the best way you can contact us. But for us, we usually prefer WhatsApp because it's faster and you can see the message as soon as you send it. For email, sometimes you can overlook it because we usually do not check most of the time our emails. And that is usually the biggest challenge we have. But if you shoot us a WhatsApp message, we can really get back to you as soon as possible. And that's all for today. Have a nice time.